2NURFM News for our sponsor Guardian Jewellery, Toronto Town Square and the Esplanade, Warners Bay.
It's 2 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Christine Sheridan with 2NURFM Hunter News. Research is still continuing over the case for uncovered Hunter coal wagons emitting dust alongside coal corridors. Residents living near the train tracks are concerned for their health and are worried about the implications the pollution has on the environment. Correct Panning for Mayfield Group spokesman John Hayes says emissions can be reduced by implementing strategies onto the coal wagons.
Well, we're saying that the trains need to be better loaded so that there's nothing falling off the top of the trains as they come down the valley. They need to be better loaded so there's not coal on the outside of the trains as there currently is, because once they're on the outside of the train, they've only got one place to go, that is to fall off at some point.
It looks as though a professional trapper could soon be unleashed on Hunter farms in a last-ditch effort to slash the number of dog attacks across the region. They'll work with landholders who've struck out on baiting and alternative control programs to trap dogs in their natural habitat and mitigate the cost to local producers. Merriwa farmer Ron Campbell says it's proven to be effective.
We've been part of baiting programs and they do work, but sometimes they don't catch all the dogs because they will sniff them and go around them and not touch them. The traps that they're using today are steel-jawed traps lined with rubber. They're not causing that animal a great deal of pain. He just gets his foot caught and then he can't get away. They've only been there for a number of hours.
It's been revealed a rise in the cost of waste disposal has led to a vast increase in the amount of illegal dumping across the Hunter. Thousands of tons of harmful waste products have been disposed of in recent times, including some containing asbestos. This revelation has prompted the Environment Protection Authority to establish a regional illegal dumping squad here in the Hunter with the aim to reverse this trend. This Sunday marks a milestone for a Hunter icon, the Westpac Rescue Helicopter, which will celebrate their 40th anniversary in the region. The service has grown significantly from a volunteer part-time beach patrol in Newcastle to the establishment of 4 helicopters patrolling both in the Hunter and several of the state's coastal regions. General Manager Richard Jones says there will be plenty on offer for the entire community.
The helicopter will be actually landing in Jefferson Park opposite Surf House near the Beach Hotel at approximately 10:30. The aircraft will be there for a couple of hours and not on the beach around the same time. We're inviting anyone who wants to come down, and we're going to form the numbers 40 on the beach, signifying 40 years, of course. There'll be some aerial photographs taken of that. So it's a pretty proud moment in history for the service and for the community.
A train is said to have had an electronic control braking fault when it experienced a derailment on August 28th this year. It was en route to Port Waratah coal service when the driver discovered wagon 22 had come off the tracks. Investigators from the Australian Transport Safety Bureau are collecting evidence and statements from those present, which will be analysed for a draft investigation report. Hunter poolgoers are being warned to take extra precaution this season following reports of a spike in cases of a not-so-pleasant bug. Cryptosporidiosis has been known to cause diarrhoea, stomach cramps, nausea and vomiting amongst sufferers and can be easily spread in public swimming pools. Public health physician Dr. David Jerheim says it's crucial we continue to look after our own personal hygiene.
It's so important that we maintain very good hygiene, and this particularly applies to food preparation. Anybody who's symptomatic with gastrointestinal disease should not prepare food for others. People who are symptomatic should do what we should all do, which is, of course, wash our hands after using the loo. And clearly people who change kiddies' nappies, particularly children with diarrhea, should be very careful with their hand hygiene as well.
In finance, the All Ords is down 91 points at 51.85 and $1 Australian is buying 73.28 US cents.
Sport, thanks to our sponsor, Warners Bay Sports Club.
The Newcastle Jets are determined not to let the club's narrow round 2 defeat to Sydney FC affect their game plan for tonight's clash at Allianz Stadium. Despite being without Nigel Bogart and Daniel Mullen due to injury, defender Ben Kantarovski says the squad is confident.
The way we've been going in the past few weeks and the way our team's sort of gelling together, we're only progressing the more the season goes on.
Knights Hall of Fame inductee Michael Hagan is fast becoming the favourite to fill the Kangaroos' vacant assistant coach position under new national coach Mal Meninga. The two have worked together multiple times, including Queensland's past 6 Origin campaigns. And Maitland's Simon Orchard will feature in the World Hockey League semi-final in India tomorrow morning. The Australian representative will line up for the Kookaburras against the Netherlands with a spot in Monday's decider up for grabs. That's sport. I'm Reece Wicks.
2NURFM news time is 2:05.